Hey everyone, it's been a while since I posted a video, but today I wanted to talk about some of the biggest motorcycle mistakes I made. I think we all know when learning a new skill, there's bound to be some mistakes along the way. Part of it also depends on the amount of risk you're willing to take. Sure, you can play it safe, but that also may limit how far you're able to develop that skill. As a young and stupid man on my continuous journey to get myself killed, I realized I wanted to develop my riding skills as much as I can. I wanted the ability to ride with speed and control through winding curves. I wanted to sharpen my reflexes to control a deadly beast that required so many inputs to control, from trail braking to body positioning. Unfortunately, when you're busy learning the new ropes, there might be small details that you forget to pay attention to. One small particular detail that I didn't realize would be a problem was using the clutch on a motorcycle. Anyways, let's step into the situation. So I was on my way to the mountains. Usually I take the highway using the fast lane, of course, by bringing the bike up to at least 80 miles per hour. Unfortunately, this time my bike was struggling to reach those speeds. At this point, I'm pretty confused. My bike is slowly reaching the red line, which is the point that starts to damage the engine. I wasn't really sure what was happening, and I guess my default solution was to keep trying to accelerate. However, it started to look like the bike was decelerating, and it kind of started to feel a little bit dangerous with all the cars flying past me. I knew at this point I had to stop trying and get to a safe place to pull over, which luckily I was able to do without any incident. So what happened? Well, this incident actually happened about 500 miles after I bought the bike. It turns out I wasn't using my clutch lever properly, and I managed to burn out my clutch plates, which in turn prevented the engine from engaging the drivetrain. This was definitely an expensive experience for me. Repair costs aside, I also wasn't able to get a tow out there that day, so I also ended up spending 5 to 6 hours pushing a motorcycle for over 5 miles down from the mountains back to my place. And keep in mind, this bike is a bit over 300 pounds, so I guess I had a really fun afternoon. Let's get to another situation. I usually like to practice in the mountains on the weekends, and occasionally I'll get a little too aggressive for my own good, but some of these roads are just amazing to ride through. You know, the view, all the trees, it's relaxing. I have the music playing in the background.
Ooh, that was a close one.
Anyways, you'll see that as we keep going, I see a location that I usually like to stop at, and I'll just try to pull over there. And there I was, bike sleeping on the ground, wondering what just happened. Without proper braking control, it turns out it's pretty difficult to stop over gravel with a bit of speed. I'd like to say I learned my lesson from this experience, given how upset I was from the bent and scratched parts. But it turns out my bike had to take a couple more naps and parts swapped out later on in order for the lesson to really sink in. You have no idea how many times I had to swap parts out just to keep the bike looking pristine. So why am I sharing these embarrassing moments with you? Because I'm a firm believer of risk taking. And it doesn't even have to be related to motorcycles. It could be your job, your relationships, your personal interests. Hell, I don't recommend this to everyone because, it definitely could get you killed. But I always think if you're passionate about something and really want to be great at it, you have to push yourself. Take as much risk as you can, make as much mistakes as you can, and break those limits you set for yourself. You'll find that you progress much faster and farther than everyone else who takes it safe. And I know it could be pretty scary sometimes, but part of growing as a person is facing some of those fears. You see, I don't really have any special skills, and I realized a long time ago that the only thing I can do is push myself as much as I can until I've caught up with everyone else. Anyways, I hope you enjoy seeing the mistakes I made. I am most likely going to make more in the future, but I'll try my best not to get myself killed. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. See ya.